Hey, it's Mr. Burns again from Casa de Burns. Here we go. We're going to talk about the body paragraphs and what I'm looking for in your 4 body paragraphs, right? 4 buckets, 4 body paragraphs. This is going to end up being a 6-paragraph essay. So I'm back onto the DBQ essay page that was shared with you in Google Classroom. And we're talking about these 4 paragraphs right here. Okay? And it gives you a little bit of information there about making sure that you reference, when you reference the documents, that you cite your source. And also down here, it gives you just another reminder of how to write your body paragraphs. Now, TEA is what DBQ uses as their acronym. I know you use something similar in English. It wasn't the exact same language. TEA means a mini thesis with evidence. Evidence is the section where you would reference the document. And then argument at the end is where you would connect your thesis from the first paragraph, or your mini thesis, and your evidence together to form, to show why that is important to the guiding question. Okay, so let's look at DBQ Online. I put some notes here. Okay, so when you're in paragraph 2, what you want to do to start your second paragraph is you want to introduce the topic as discussed in document A, and you want to make sure you define that term. And then when you get into the evidence, you want to use some evidence, use some information from the documents to kind of more deeply explain this term and kind of give background information about where this term came from and what this term is and why this term is important. And again, when you're referencing document A, you're going to write doc A in parentheses at the end of the sentence and then put the period after that. That should probably be a couple sentences there. And then your argument at the end, where you connect the evidence to the thesis, this again might be a couple sentences. You should kind of connect that concept in document A to the guiding question and to your thesis. Okay, and explain how this concept serves as a guard against tyranny. Okay, and what does it do? Why is it effective? Why is it a good thing? Why is it a positive thing? Okay? How did the Constitution improve on the Articles of Confederation in this way? Alright, so you're going to do the same thing for body paragraph 3, but you're going to reference document B. So really what you're going to notice is that your 4 body paragraphs should have the same structure. Introduce the concept with the definition, go into the document, reference the document, more deeply explain this term, maybe use some answers from your questions in the documents. Maybe you're going to use some of the graphic organizer or a quote directly from the document. All right, and then at the end you're going to connect the concept to the guiding question and analyze a couple sentences about analyzing how this serves as a guard against tyranny. It gets a little confusing towards the end of the graphic organizer here, right? Because what I asked you to do, because for some reason DBQ Online only includes 3 body paragraphs, even though this one calls for 4. So what I want you to do is put both paragraph 4 and 5 into this part of the graphic organizer. So you're going to see that I wrote document C and document B. You're going to do the same thing. It's the same structure. Evidence, same thing. In paragraph 4, you're going to reference document C. In paragraph 5, you're going to reference document D. And then again, at the end of your paragraphs, you're going to connect that concept back to the unit theme, the unit question, in order to kind of fulfill that and finish that paragraph off. So your 4 body paragraphs should be about, again, 5 to 6 sentences. You can do it to make it concise. You can go into a little more detail if you want on some of them. If you have questions about the body paragraphs, again, rewatch this video or ask me in class while we're working. Okay?